everybody, it's Ty Joseph with ADO Soaps and my husband Paul on the camera / reading me your comments and suggestions as we go along. If you watched me before, welcome back. If it's your first time, I'm really glad that you're with us. I am planning to do today a handmade soap. This one is really special to me. I mean, it's not so much the scent. It's a lavender and mint soap. But it's the Gromwell root that I'm really excited about. I call it the kind of like a magical root. So I prepped as usual a little bit early, but this is what I used. This is the Gromwell root infused in olive oil. And Gromwell has a history of being good for a variety of things, but it is also exceptionally good for healthy skin support. So I infused it in olive oil, and then I added my other oils to it.
And Jackie Gutierrez just shared your video.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. How are you doing? So I poured it in here, and you can see how rich it is. It looks like a kind of like a berry color. And so I'm really excited to show you guys what's going to happen to that a little bit later.
And welcome, Tanya Dawkins.
Hey, Tanya. Good morning. I made it, and I think I'm actually on time. Yeah, I'm actually on time. So.
Even better.
Even better. So if you're joining us again, we're doing a handmade soap. We're doing a lavender mint with Gromwell root. This is going to be a vegetarian recipe. So I think that's about it. We're going to go ahead and I'll start prepping and let people come on in. I'm going to put on my safety glasses. No comments, Paul. Okay. How's everybody doing today?
And Rhonda Giles shared.
Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
And Heidi Lynn woke up at 9 a.m. Just to be here.
Hi, Heidi. I appreciate it. I should have been up at 9 a.m.
And Riddle McLaughlin is watching also.
Christy, good morning.
So is Jason Millman.
Good morning, Jason. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. As we go along, I would love it if you shared it with other people who you think might be interested in watching. But I would also love it, really love it, if you would go ahead and like the stream. And that way I can enter you into a contest to win a free bar. So when we're all done, I want to get something like this. And this is the lavender mint soap. So all you got to do is like the stream, and that will get you entered into a contest to win. And this is what we're making today, by the way. I'm going to put it back here for a reminder. There we go. And you can always check out my collection, including this one. If you want to go to the Easiest Pie shop, that's shoppe.com. The full address is in the title of the stream. And you'll see everything that I've made thus far, including today's soap. Okay, so.
Okay, and Jason asks, is this a glycerin-free soap?
No, actually, Jason, true soap can't be glycerin-free, except for commercial soap where I don't know what process they use to do it, but they cycle out the glycerin. But glycerin is a byproduct of the soap process. So your alkali and your fats and your oils combine, and they create fatty acid salts, also called soap, and then glycerin.
Okay, and Delissa would love to learn this.
It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to move my lye out of the way so I don't burn myself. And I'm going to go ahead and start prepping my additives. If you've been with us before, I know you're now familiar with generally what I use, but I've got some colloidal oatmeal. I'm going to add that in there.
Heidi Lynn asked why it's such a small loaf.
Heidi, because this is my favorite soap and it's also my best-selling soap, I literally have like 2 logs of soap. So I was excited to demo it for you guys because I like what Gromwell does, but I didn't need a full 20 bars because I'm pretty well stocked.
And Laura Aaron asked, how long do you cook it for?
Hey Lauren, how are you doing? The actual soap will only take us a few minutes to put together, and then because of the high olive oil content in it, it's probably going to take about 6 hours for it to set up enough for me to go ahead and cut it. And then after that, it has a curing period of about 2 to 3 weeks. And that period is going to depend on your recipe and your climate where you live and how much liquid you begin with in the first place.
And Jason asks, why is goat milk soap so low allergenic?
Why is goat milk so
low allergenic or allergen?
I'm honestly not sure. I mean, I know that goat milk is more compatible with like people with digestive issues and things like that, as opposed to regular milk. Other things I know about goat milk is that it's already homogenized, and it's also more readily absorbed by the skin versus like your cow milk. But the milk that they were using is actually coconut milk. Hope that answers your question. I hadn't actually heard that it was hypoallergenic. Although I don't know. I guess that could be a form of allergies. I know some infants require goat milk versus cow milk.
And Rhonda says she loves goat milk soap.
Oh yeah, I do too. I do. I don't know why. I've gotten into the habit though with my essential oil soaps of using or keeping them vegan or vegetarian. So I haven't been adding goat milk. I've been switching it out for coconut milk, which also gives a really, really nice creamy lather as well.
And Gigi Flowers asks about
Gigi.
where you get the molds.
I buy my molds from an artisan on Etsy. His name is Ernie, and his shop is Cedar Mountain Crafts. I really like to support fellow artisans and crafters whenever I can with my business. Okay, so that was my colloidal oatmeal, and this is my kaolin clay. Add just a tad bit more water to that. Clay tends to be thirsty. And so what I do is I prep it with water ahead of time so that it won't draw out water from my recipe.
And Jason says goat milk soaps are good for eczema.
Yes, I can see that. Actually, a lot of the ingredients that I use are great for different skin support. Go ahead and do that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I do is I have my oils all prepped. Our base today is olive oil, coconut oil, shea butter, a little bit of raw cocoa butter, and some castor oil. And to that, we're going to add the colloidal oatmeal and the clay, the milk. And this is going to be my toppings. So I'm going to use some lavender, some dried lavender on top, and some dried jasmine flowers, just to add interest. Okay. Like I said, today is going to be a lavender mint. And if you guys would like my stream, you'll be entered into a drawing at the end of the day. I try to do it around midnight to win a free bar of this particular soap. And I do a free giveaway every stream. And I'd like it a lot if you guys would share it for me. Okay. So this is my lavender. Since we're doing essential oils, could you guys give me an idea like what your favorite scents are in essential oils? Lavender or grapefruit?
And Rhonda McKee shared.
Thank you for sharing, Rhonda. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching. Okay. And I really don't want very much mint. Mint can really overpower your soap. It's a lovely soap. I actually make a nice peppermint soap. But I really want the lavender and just a hint of the mint to come through. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to smell this.
And Delissa Slimp likes lemon.
Oh, I love lemon. It's so bright and so sunny. It's one of my favorites. Actually, any citrus is one of my favorites.
And Rhonda recommends lavender and sandalwood.
Ooh, that's a nice combination. There goes my coconut milk, lavender, and sandalwood. I love sandalwood.
And Josephine suggests chamomile.
I do love. I'm dying to make that, and someone asked me about that in my previous stream. Right now, the prices for chamomile are outrageous, but I do sometimes use chamomile infused olive oil.
And we now have wild orange and cherry and rosemary.
Oh, I love rosemary, and I love orange. I love all the citruses. I also like lavender and frankincense is a really nice combination. All those earthy scents really blend well with the floral. Okay. So I'm going to try not to destroy your hearing, but I'm going to go ahead and mix this together. Now this is just, again, just the oil base, but you see the color. It's just so neat and so pretty.
And Lori asked, do you ever make rose soap or vanilla?
Let's see. I have not done a true rose soap. Excuse me. I have done a rose scented soap, a fragrance oil. The rose oil itself, the essential oil, it's something like $300 for half of an ounce. It might even be less than that. So I wouldn't put it in soap. But you can use rose floral waters, which are extract. It's like the water that's left over after the essential oil extraction. And I do have a nice fragrance oil rose soap that I do make. As far as vanilla, interestingly enough, vanilla is not actually a true essential oil. It can be an oleoresin. It can be extracted through alcohol. But it's not actually a true essential oil. All right, so.
And Delissa asked what made the color.
Delissa, thank you for that. It's actually a really nice, this is my Gromwell root infusion. It's olive oil and Gromwell root. And if you give it a couple of days, and even better if you can let it sit for a couple of weeks, but you get this really pretty berry color. But it's the magical root. And so I'm going to show you guys what happens when you add your alkali to the Gromwell root infusion. Okay. And this is my lime. I've already pre-measured it. Okay. And then here comes the magic.
And Rhonda loves the color.
Thank you, Rhonda. It is a pretty color. Let's see what happens to that color indeed. And don't forget, guys, if you like the stream, you guys can just, if you like it, you'll be entered in to win a bar of the lavender mint soap. And I would love it tons if you think someone else might be interested in seeing it. You can share it for me. Ta-da! Magic. What do you guys think?
Christina says it's awesome.
It's like, I honestly call it the magical root because I think it's so cool. I mean, what happens is it's reacting to the alkaline environment, and so it changes the color. And then, as you guys can see, that can sit for just 1 second. I can show you. So it's going to go from that really pretty berry color that you saw, and then it's going to go into this color here, and then it's going to cure out into a lavender. So it's perfect for a lavender mint bar.
And Julia agrees it's cool.
Thank you, Julia. So have you guys ever heard of Gromwell root? I had not up until relatively recently, and a good friend of mine, Pam Vaccaro, shared it with me, and now I'm just absolutely in love with it. Okay, and just that quick, we are ready to share. Did I say share? I meant pour. I mean, you can share it too.
Well, I get those mixed up all the time, share and pour.
Spoon out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. Oh, that's really pretty. And I have to confess, guys, this is the first time that I've used this mold. So, I wasn't entirely sure how much I would get in here.
So let's ask, where do you get it? I assume, where do you get the soap?
The soap? Well, the soap you can get from the Easiest Pie shop, shoppe.com. And the full address to the collection is in the address bar. But if that's not what you meant, and you meant the Gromwell route, I get it from a small vendor, Vaccaro Soap Works. And so you can look that up on Facebook. Or maybe Pam could just, email you if she's listening. I'm going to reach across you. I tried to move my paper towel so I wouldn't have to interrupt you, but I am going to, like I said, I wasn't entirely sure how much I would have left. I usually work with the bigger molds. So I'm just going to make these little molds here. I think they're awfully cute. See? Got a little thank you in there. So guys, if you have any questions for me, this is a great time. I'm at the point where I'm kind of letting the soap set up before I do the top. So any questions about soap making are welcome. The process. Wow, and I still have soap left. Okay.
Do you have any more of those?
I have other molds. I'm going to have to... Let me set these on the side though. Just going to put those out of the way. Okay guys, hold on for one moment and I will leave you to the creative stylings of Paul Joseph while I run and find another mold for the excess.
Okay, and as you can see, she comes prepared. She's got all her stuff laid out ahead of time, and it's really a beautiful operation. And it's a beautiful day here in North Carolina. Let's see what else we can show you. Let's see what else.
Here I come.
Oh, she's going back to save the day, so stay tuned.
Here we go.
Okay.
So this is one of my other silicone molds. Kind of fun. I think I'm going to see if I can get enough to do, I don't know. What do you think, guys? A ladybug?
Yeah.
A butterfly?
Go with a ladybug.
Well, I wasn't really asking you.
Of course not.
What do you guys want me to pour it into? I think I have enough for just one.
Oh, Tanya says I am simply the best. I don't know why, but that's good. And Tanya votes for butterfly, so why don't we give her that?
Butterfly?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Let's see what we can do about the butterfly. Okay. And I might have enough to do. Let me see. How about, I really like the ladybug. Let me see if I can get enough to do the ladybug. And it's just enough. So for future reference, I need less batter for that mold. Okay. All right. And that was just enough. So we got a ladybug. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, ladybug and a butterfly coming. Very cool. Let me get that out of my way. I'm gonna kind of...
And Francis asked, what supplies do you need to start making soap?
That's a really good question, Francis. What supplies do you need? Well, you're going to want something to put your soap into. You're going to want mixing bowls. You're going to need a stick blender. It'll make the job a lot easier. How much stuff you need kind of depends on how elaborate you want to get with your soap making. But you need lye-safe containers for mixing your lye. I recommend Sterilite or Rubbermaid.
And Jackie asks, Josephine asked, does all soap have to be made with lye?
Yes, Josephine, great question, and it comes up a lot. You do have to have lye in order to make soap. You won't have soap without it. What you do sometimes run across, though, is a process called melt and pour, and that's essentially where someone has already done the soap making for you, and then at that point it becomes kind of like melting out wax and putting it into a mold.
Okay, and Jackie asked, what properties does the root give?
Well, the root is traditionally known for has a lot of benefits, including things like for your stomach and for your circulation. For skin, I don't know like precisely what, although it's like any other herb. It adds beneficial skin properties. So I would assume if you've got minor skin irritations and things like that, that's what you would be looking for. Tiny, tiny mold.
You see those spoon swirls are one of the things Ty is known for. And it's a little bit difficult to see with this color, but that looks really, really neat.
It's very, very purple at the moment. I'm not sure if it's picking up or not. And then we're going to take some lavender here and just go across.
And Pepe gives you a kiss from Spain.
Oh, from Spain. Wow. Thank you, Pepe. I appreciate that. What time is it there, out of curiosity? Where is everybody watching from? As you guys know, we're in North Carolina. Okay. Like I said, this soap, every time I do a stream, guys, I'll be giving away a free bar of that day's soap. So all you have to do is like the stream to be entered into the contest. And of course, you can always pick up your own bar to try out, because that's really the best way to experience it. Handmade soap is really a very different experience.
And we got Pennsylvania and Baltimore.
Baltimore? I'm from Baltimore. Who's from Baltimore?
Jenny Hubby.
Hi, Jenny. How are you doing?
And Heidi Lynn is from Ohio.
Ohio. Heidi, we were in Ohio a couple years ago.
And we got somebody from Maine, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly in Maine.
And another Heidi from Utah.
Utah is one of the places I really, really want to see. I'm dying to get to Utah. Well, not literally, because then it wouldn't be.
I was going to say it may come to that. And Kelly is from Michigan.
Michigan. Haven't been to Michigan either. The Great Lakes, right?
And we got another Kelly from Florida.
Hey, Kelly in Florida. We have an aunt in Florida. Do you know where she lives, Paul?
No.
Where's Dora?
And Jody is from Texas.
Ah, everything's bigger in Texas. Hey, Jody. If you're just joining us, I'm coming to the end I made a lavender mint soap colored naturally with Gromwell root. And we added in some colloidal oatmeal and some kaolin clay.
And we got Louisiana and Vegas.
Louisiana and Vegas in the house. Hello, hello, hello. I do have an aunt in North Vegas.
And Heidi's inviting us to look at the mountains and the Zion Canyon.
Ooh. That sounds really, really pretty.
And Julia is from Fort Lauderdale.
Hello, Julia. Thank you for watching. Everybody, I really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch me do what I love. I love making soap. It's just so much fun. Okay, so I think that's about all I'm going to top with. Not sure how good of a picture you can get of that. But that, my friends, is my lavender mint soap with Gromwell root and coconut milk. And we had a little bit of extra, so I was able to pour a few molds. We got a little butterfly over there, and we got a ladybug and a couple of thank you slices. And if you guys would like this stream, tonight I will be doing a drawing, and you can win a bar. It's really interesting. It goes from that red to that deep, deep purple, and it curves out to a lavender. So if you want to try to win a bar, you can just go ahead and just like the stream, and I would love it if you shared it. And you can always go and pick up some for yourself or for your family and give it a try. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. So do you have any questions for me? Oh, how did I almost forget? I almost forgot my gold. Okay, so I'm gonna stick out. I'm gonna hang with you guys for a few more seconds. And just add that little.
And Kelly asked if you make patchouli soap.
I do make patchouli. In fact, Julie, if you want to go back a couple of streams, I did a patchouli and orange soap, and I colored that naturally as well with moringa powder.
And Shannon asked if you have a Facebook page.
I do. It's the Facebook website /ADO Soaps. And that way you can keep up to date with all my goings on.
Notice how the gold really brings that out. It's amazing. Looks like a Christmas present, doesn't it?
Yeah, actually it does. Either that or like a starry night. For some reason it reminds me of a night sky.
Well, it's basically a painting made with soap.
Okay. Now that, I'm done. Okay. I have to add that. Get that out of the way.
And Julie asked what the gold is.
Julie, the gold is a mica. I think it's called gold. Why am I throwing that away? Gold something mica. It's just like the eyeshadow and the makeups that we wear. And they're skin safe, and I just use them for a little bit of accent color in this case.
And Francis asked if you sell your soaps.
I do, Francis. If you want to go to the Easiest Pie shop, the full address to my collection is in the address bar of the stream. You can pick up anything that I've made here to date, including today's soap. Thank you for asking.
And Brianna asked how long do you leave it set?
It'll sit in the mold, Brianna, for about 6 hours, give or take. And that's because I use a lot of soft oils in my vegetarian recipe. So about 6 hours later, I can cut it. And then I need to let it cure, which is allow any extra moisture to evaporate out of the bar to make it nice and hard. You see it like that? Like I can't do anything with that. And that will take about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? So, if you guys have any questions before I let you guys get on with your day? I really appreciate you watching and joining me and spending time with me. You can catch me if you want to watch future streams. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 3. I'll be streaming live and doing another soap and always another drawing. So you guys can catch me then. I really appreciate it.
Okay, and Daniela Wood asked if you can see her comments, which yes, we can.
Can we see your comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Sometimes Facebook doesn't send them though. But what happens is I will go back after the stream and I read through everything. So if you've asked me a question, I will definitely get back to you and I'll answer it there. So if I didn't hear it or get to it, I apologize, but I will respond to you. Anybody else before we head out? I'm just gonna wipe out. Let me see.
Okay, and Christina Starling shared.
Thank you for sharing, Christina. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's it. This is the lavender peppermint with the Gromwell root, Gromwell root infusion.
Okay, Sala asked, do you have any recommendations for a teen soap project?
A teen soap project. Well, you can always get melt and pour bases, which are really quick and simple and easy. That they would just need to melt it down. They can scent it however they want. They can color it however they want. If you're interested in doing something more complex, working with the cold process method, I recommend visiting Soap Queen and watching her basic video series. It's just a quick how-to about lye safety and just a real quick, easy introduction to cold process soap making. And for teenagers, they should be able to do that as well. So the choice would be yours. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go and let you get started. I'm going to try to come back early this evening, and I'll try to do a stream where I post the cut. Other than that, I'll take a still and I'll put it in the thread for the stream too, so you can see how it turned out. If you like the stream, then you'll be into it automatically into a drawing to get a free bar of soap. And last offer, you can always go to the website Easiest Pie Shop, SHOPPE, and the full address is in the stream title, and you can pick up any of my soap. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.